Okay, listen up. If you ignore what's happening with XRP right now, you are literally risking your chance to be part of the single biggest wealth transfer in American history. This isn't just some crypto trend. No, this is a calculated, planned takeover of the entire financial system. What we're about to break down here is nothing less than a complete rewiring of how money works in America. And I promise you, by the end of this, you will see exactly why turning away from this information could be the most expensive financial mistake of your life. All right, so first, we need to talk about the story they want you to believe. This is part one, the Wall Street deception. It's a smokescreen, a narrative built specifically to keep you poor and on the sidelines. I mean, the hypocrisy is just off the charts. On one hand, you've got the mainstream media, the regulators, everyone screaming, panic, sell, get out now. They want you to sell your assets for pennies on the dollar. But who's on the other side of that trade? Who's buying what you're selling? Oh, just the biggest players on the planet. Bank of America, Charles Schwab, Vanguard. They are quietly scooping up the very infrastructure they're telling you is completely worthless. And now for the absolute bombshell. You have to understand this isn't just another market downturn. This is a planned event. And we actually have the confession, not in some leaked email, no. It's right there in plain sight. This is part two, the on-chain confession. Just let that sink in for a second. This is not some random guy on Twitter. This is a former SEC chair. He's literally telling you the entire playbook. He's saying that everything, your stocks, your bonds, real estate, the whole shebang, is moving onto the blockchain. So, you see, this isn't up for debate anymore. It's not a theory. It's the new law of the land, an officially sanctioned, government-approved overhaul of our financial plumbing. The only question left is, which side of this historic event are you going to be on? Which brings us to part three, the prize. Let's talk about the insane amount of money that's fueling this whole thing. Forget about the day-to-day price swings for a minute. What is the actual prize that has the biggest institutions in the world moving like this in the shadows? What are they after? $16 trillion? That's not my number. That's the projection from the Boston Consulting Group for the tokenized asset market by 2030. To give you some perspective, that is more than the entire gross domestic product of China. We're not just talking about a new currency here. We are talking about putting every single valuable asset on this planet onto a blockchain. And here's the beautiful part. Here's how XRP is perfectly positioned to win. Think of it like a brand new digital highway system for money. First, all those trillions of dollars in assets get tokenized and moved onto the blockchain. Second, every single time a bank or institution moves one of those assets, they have to pay a small fee, a toll, on the XRP ledger. If XRP becomes the main highway for even a tiny fraction of that $16 trillion, its value doesn't just go up, it has to explode. Okay, so how are they getting their hands on all this XRP for cheap? Well, they're using an old trick. This is part four, the hated rally playbook. This is a classic Wall Street term, an insider term, for a really brutal but really effective strategy. What they do is they engineer so much fear, so much pain in the market that the average person just gives up. They capitulate. They sell at a huge loss right before the rocket is about to take off. And this is exactly what it looks like on a chart. You see that sharp, gut-wrenching dip? That is them, buying your fear, buying your assets for cheap. And that massive vertical green bar that follows? That's the hated rally. And it's hated because by the time you realize what's happening, you're already priced out. You've been left behind. I need you to understand this. If you're feeling that pressure, that urge to sell right now, that is not an accident. It's by design. You are right here in the first phase of their playbook. They are actively crashing the price to scare you into giving them your assets. So what does this all boil down to for you personally? This goes way beyond just an investment. This is about your financial survival. This is part five, your dollar escape hatch. Let's be honest, the system we're in right now is failing. The US dollar in your bank account is losing its value every single day. Inflation is a silent thief, eating away at your hard-earned savings. And the elites? You think they're sticking around? No way. They are jumping ship as fast as they can, pouring their wealth into real-world assets, tokenized on the blockchain. And this is maybe the single most important thing you need to grasp today. XRP isn't just another crypto coin. It's not just a speculative bet. It is your ticket out. It's your personal escape hatch from a dying dollar system. It's a bridge to the new tokenized economy that Wall Street is secretly building for themselves right under our noses. So what are we talking about price-wise? Look, a very conservative return to its old all-time high ratio puts XRP somewhere between $5 and $10. That's a great return. But if it becomes the actual backbone of this new $16 trillion system, we are in completely uncharted territory. There is no ceiling. Look, if you got any value from this, you absolutely must subscribe to Crypto Global News. Don't just subscribe, smash that button and obliterate the bell icon. This information is moving fast, and you cannot afford to miss the next signal. And let me be real with you, YouTube is not a fan of this kind of information. They ban videos like this all the time. To make sure you get everything, join our private Telegram. That's where you get the uncensored updates first. The link is right down below. So, they've tipped their hand on XRP. We see the plan. But what about Bitcoin? In the next explainer, I'm going to show you the document that proves they are coming for Bitcoin too. Don't go anywhere. Click the video on your screen right now to see it.
Stay ahead in the crypto market. Subscribe now for the latest global news and updates.